Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another World Series round number 1 2023. Down in the south here on Vendetta, which is the map to kick things off. We have the orange player with the GLA Stealth. This is LastDrop. Up in the north, facing him today with a China tank. This is the red player. And this is HSN Leb. I noticed here, by the way, if you press the tab key, they've played random against random, and they've just told their armies on the start of the game, so you don't see the army until they literally type it. Personally, I don't like that, and I think that's a little bit unprofessional. I think if you're taking it 100% seriously, you will do what we call in and out, where you go in, you get your armies, and then you go back out, so you've got a few moments or whatever to think of your strategy. Hijacker steals a truck, right? Okay. This does bring back a little bit of deja vu, actually, because I think in the previous World Series, or maybe the one before, I think I played against HSN Leb, maybe in the first round or the second round. Someone will have to go back and check which one that was. I actually forgot. But I actually played against HSN on this map, and I was tank in the top against, like, China down here or something like that. And then we did the reverse of it. HSN always takes red as well. And I think here, you know, HSN is the favorite to win. I think he's more active and stuff than LastDrop. I don't see that much of LastDrop. He does play. Probably I missed most of his games. But I think HSN competes more at a high level. Bit disappointing to see that from LastDrop. Just simply lets a gat in and has killed a ton of stuff. If you added at the value of that, you're probably talking like the best part of 2K. But there is a tech RPG in the base, also wrecking trucks, and he's just driven onto the mines. Not a great start there, in my opinion, from LastDrop. I know he was probably paying attention here, but it's pretty common in 1v1s nowadays. You don't risk there being mines. If there could be mines there, you simply do not risk it. The only time you'd be taking a risk is if you have a tech RPG there and you force fire to ground with the RPGs and there's no mines there and you want to get the scrap. You will take the risk that the mines won't spawn as you're driving over it, so you'll go and get the scrap and get a super tech, which will be like a couple of seconds risk, and the chance of losing the tech is low. Based on that first technical killing one truck and then dying immediately, plus also losing them, I personally don't think that's a great start. And when the tank gets rolling now with a flamer and this combo of units, I personally think that's going to be very difficult for the stuff, because quads aren't quite going to cut it. HSN does lose a gat down at the bottom left, though. Bit weird. Bad hijacker. No chance there against that flamer. I mean, even if he wasn't flame walling, there's still a gat on an outpost anyway. So yeah, you need to do quite some damage, I think, to the tank. You need to kill a load of his trucks. That technical needed to keep the tank busy for longer. That technical could also be collecting scrap, like from there, for example, and keeping this army busy. HSN would be scared to lose units in the hope that he doesn't give a super tech to the opponent. But yeah, LastDrop lost that first technical and is now counter-attacking on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, two outposts moving in the bottom left position. A few units moving straight down the middle. Quite action-packed, actually. ECM is going to steal the gat. This supply, I think, is going to go down. That guy gets killed, but the base is on fire. Whole base is probably going to go down. I can't really see a way he's going to stop all of that. Shouldn't be making rebels there. Meanwhile, losing your whole base, in my opinion. Supply going to go down. That's cleared up. It's just hard for the stealth. Yeah, you need to be doing better than that. Losing that first technical, I think what differentiates some of the top players from, like, let's say mid-level players or lower-level players is that first technical needs to get a lot more done. It should be alive basically until like even 10 minutes into the game if you can do so. Okay, jumping into the reverse. LastDrop now in the top with the orange tank. Down in the south position, we have the red player with agility stealth. This is HSN Leb. Think that we're going to see probably a better performance here from the stealth. Not only I think is HSN the favorite in this round number 1 against LastDrop, but I also think he is very confident with stealth. He's primarily, I don't know about primarily actually, but he plays a lot of 3v3 Twilight Flame, and he is a pretty good stealth on the sides of that. And whenever I've played against him, he's quite aggressive as well. He likes to get minimal tunnels, and with those minimal tunnels, with the $800 he's going to save from not placing a tunnel there, or additional tunnels everywhere, he's going to try to get on a second arms dealer faster than you would normally see players do so. So far, actually, standing kind of true, we're seeing 3 tunnels. Don't know if that one there is absolutely necessary. He is going for a TNT. LastDrop has gone for 3 supplies and a forward war factory. Quite a common build order here. Big Size does it pretty much every single day. Agat is going to try to get around here and pick off some workers. Very similar to the last game. So has LastDrop just basically completely copied what HSN did. Kind of looks like it. But I mean, like I say, it's a common build order. Mines on the back. Trick's a little bit slow to move there. HSN doing a better job of stopping that gap from getting in. Those tricks not collecting. Those tricks now collecting back again, but he has been slowed by a bit. Again, this technical, even though it's just empty now, it seems, still can be going around and harassing and causing a bit more of a distraction for the tank. It could even be loaded up with more RPGs now, which it is, I think. Oh, there's another one. Go in with a 2, actually, because it's more deadly. Don't always have to go with 1 technical. Something Scuba likes to do as well is actually going with two technicals. Just beefs it up, and if a few gats come, you might actually be able to just 1v1 them and just beat them. But already the technicals you are seeing for HSN are causing much more damage than we saw in the previous game. One dozer almost picked off, but not quite. There's still 2 trucks here alive, so it's still pretty good. A little bit risky there, popping all the RPGs in front of the dozer, but the dozer still goes down regardless. Flamer down the middle. Definitely needs to deal with this. You cannot just ignore it or just keep chasing it. You have to put multiple gats in the back here. And you don't want to let him get a super tech, otherwise it's probably game over. Pushing the front simultaneously is still a good thing to do, but dealing with that technical is probably #1 priority. Is HSN going to risk the mines? You see, he's not even risking it. I don't even know if he's detonated a mine, but he's just not risking it. And this is why 2 technicals would be handy. Bit of indecision there from LastDrop. He focused on the RPGs after already targeting the technical, and then switched back to the technical, and has now given him a super tech. Pick your target and stick with it. You're either going for the technical or you're going for the RPGs. Don't pick between, because in the end it's he's not even got a super tech yet. Well, saying that though, look at all these flamers. Even though he's taking immense damage in the back, somehow he's still afforded. Oh, he's gonna give him a super tech. Whoa, he hasn't. Okay. Is that poor from HSN? Should that have even been taking the risk? You could have clicked it over here and then tried to save the base, but I think LastDrop is good. That's kind of a forced error, because HSN is having to defend at home because of these flamers, so he's kind of forced him to look away, and therefore was able to pick off the technical. So I actually kind of like this from LastDrop. To manage all that aggression of all these flamers, and he's literally just spammed flamers, but to manage all of that whilst simultaneously dealing with that technical in the back, I think it's actually quite an achievement. But the flamers have not killed the supply. They have only killed the first layer and killed some workers. But what he has done is denied all of HSN's map control. HSN is Looking pretty scared and inside of his base now. He has a forward hijacker. He's not collecting currently here. Those workers need to be remade ASAP. Flamer gets hijacked. I mean, if the opponent is only making flamers, then that flamer that he's just hijacked, waypointed all the way around the side, might actually be able to get in and do some damage. Oh, if that's a flamer... Oh my god. Oh, GG. Yeah, I mean, he just kept spamming D on the keyboard from the two war factories, making flamers, and yeah, flamers are really good. But it was kind of a bit of a linear approach, wasn't it? He could have dealt with the technical maybe a little bit sooner. He could have maybe mixed it up again. H10 had a better unit composition of GAT's outpost flamer, whereas if you just spam flamers, yeah, you're gonna have some success. But as soon as H10 adapts and makes some hijackers, then the war factory gets picked off, and then LastDrop quit. So it's a bit linear. He only did one thing good, really, which was just making dragons. I would like to see him do a little bit more, because I personally think Tank should probably have the advantage and win there. Okay, then jumping into the next one, a very similar matchup, but now it's actually worse probably for the player in the south, which is the China Vanilla, the orange player. That is LastDrop. And then in the top, we have a GLA Stealth making an appearance once again. The red, this is HSN Lab. Again, they've just played random versus random and just set the army on the starting screen. I think given the amount of money here on the line, if you're taking it super seriously, I think that you would take the 60 seconds to think of a strategy. Doing the in and out thing. I mean, maybe you won't change your strategy at all, but also maybe you will. There's no other game or esport or anything where you go in and have to manually type something. And given that we're now approaching, what are we on? $6,500 for the World Series. I think things should be done to the most professional standards. And some things I noticed in the World Series are not done to the most professional standard. Like, for example, Nickname is the host of the tournament. And he's also playing in his own tournament when we have 8 backup players. I personally think he could probably let someone else have an opportunity rather than playing in a tournament that he's hosting, because there's a conflict of interest. And also, Nickname has absolutely no confidence because he's already trying to arrange me versus Xcal, which would be round number 2, which means that he's not giving himself any chance against me in round number 1. What is the point in playing if you have no confidence whatsoever? That's my personal opinion. Nice from HSN. You're just seeing a slight skill level difference here. Like that. That was pretty well done from HSN. And that's going to be pretty hard to clear up, actually. And is he just going to ignore it again? That technical could actually get some scrap there. But he's currently just not risking it. This flamer is coming in from the left. The flame didn't get any workers, but it did make a move slowly, though, and I think that's still going to impact his collection rate. Yeah, he's got a decision to make. I personally think he could have finished that just, but he's not risking it. This truck is still not moving. Oh, it is now. Let's get some RPGs. That technical is probably dead now. Yeah, could have got a bit more out of that technical, actually. I think if he'd have kept going there, he might have been able to get over to here. Again, it comes down to that first technical trying to do maximum damage. And yeah, pretty much in all instances, I think so far could have personally done a little bit more. Some GATs unfortunately running into a tunnel. That's a very sneaky tunnel there from HSN. Something future players have got to watch out for, providing HSN goes through. He is aggressive, likes to get on 2 arms dealers quick. Will do like a sneaky aggressive tunnel and put on all the pressure. Nice and early. He's getting his oil there as well. Flame is once again pushing back, and he's very good at expanding, but he's just kind of ignoring the gaping problem inside of his base, which is now a lack of supply. He didn't sell it, so he's giving him a Vet 2 quad, which will now be absolutely insanely hard to deal with because the GATs will get shredded by it. Okay, sneaky flaming from LastDrop again. He is trying to deal with the problem in his base, but there's a massive pop, and that Vet 2 quad, just look at how fast. I mean there's numbers advantage here anyway, but that Vet 2 quad just helps shred it. So again, LastDrop not dealing with the problem in his base, but is able to push out elsewhere on the map, but he needs to deal with his base first and then push out later on, because he seems pretty good in dealing with pushing out on his base, from his base, but actually dealing with his base is number one priority. 3-0 there for HSN. Okay, jumping into the reverse, we've got LastDrop in the top with the GLA Stealth in the orange. If there's a chance to get himself on the scoreboard, I think this is the biggest opportunity so far, because Stealth versus China. I think someone posted the win rate of Stealthy China recently. I'm sure it was something like 78% for Stealth. So you have to imagine that he's probably going to get himself on the scoreboard here. But it is HSN, and he's winning so far. His confidence must be high. Let's see what he's able to do with the China Vanilla. Down in the south in the red. HSN Leb. So he's changing it up. He's going for a forward supply. He's going to go for a truck rush and probably going to be a war factory either here, or actually he's deciding to go back a little bit. There is a TNT here. And if HSN is not paying attention, he will lose the truck there. He is paying attention though. Goes right. Using the tank traps there as a bit of a blockade for the TNT. And LastDrop risking losing his worker here. Tunnel gets up, loses the worker. Okay, three tunnels and a forward worker. I like that. Now dropping down that. But as long as he's prioritized getting that technical out first. Because if you delayed that to get up that, I'm not so sure. Looks like he has queued it. TNT there has failed. Mines now in play at the front. Problem is, this front area... You have to take a risk as a China Vanilla Aerospace, but this front area is going to be difficult to hold. If the GLA gets a few tunnels here, he's able to push here quite a lot. And put pressure and probably stop the supply from collecting and take out this war factory. If that front area goes down, it's going to be very, very tough. But you have to take a risk. That's a nice kill there. Double kill on the trucks. Okay, Suicide's is technical in order to get one dozer. Pretty good. Is he going to try and go for the other dozer? Maybe so. So LastDrop now putting pressure on this front supply, like I said earlier. But will HSN be able to deal with it? Risking the mines once again on the quads. It's heavy, heavy damage to quads and mines. And also don't want to run quads into a bunker. Potential to lose even another one there. Oh, just escapes with his life. But I reckon he might send another technical to go for this dozer. It's possible. Those hoods have a very low HP, so the Gats are able to take them down. And these RPGs are now going to get cleared up. XP is kind of even. But LastDrop now going for a big attack down the right. GLA's good at doing this, especially against China Vanilla, because the China Vanilla can't push with Gats into that tunnel because they do next to no damage to buildings, which a tunnel is a building. Whereas the quads can do exceptional damage to buildings, so they can just push in here and take out the supply and probably just go back, and then that's a huge chunk out of HSN's economy. And also that quad is now a Vet 2. Yeah, that's going to be pretty difficult to deal with for HSN, not selling the supply, giving him a Vet 2. If he loses the power as well, it's going to be difficult. But HSN is doing the right thing. He's grouping up, trying to come in. LastDrop just needs to commit to this fight, stake down as many Gats as he can. But overall, that's pretty well dealt with by HSN. A lot of quads went down there. Few Gats also went down, but I think as a China Vanilla, you're probably happy to take that trade. A quads and RPG now pushing on the left-hand side. This is the thing about GLA. You can just teleport your units from one tunnel to the next. These two quads are going to get cleared up probably quite easily by that gap. But yeah, I think LastDrop is comfortably winning this, and especially now he's on 2 arms dealers, multiple tunnels everywhere. Looking pretty comfortable. And also his flamer. Oh my gosh, did not even see that. Flame has been stolen and has now killed that supply. That's a massive oversight there by me. That flame wall could be better though. You could like be hiding there and doing the flame wall. That gap might now take it out. Yeah, it does actually. So that flame wall again could have done more. Could have even pushed up war factory maybe actually. Palace now being built. He's got his oil. He's got another oil. He's trying to build a stinger here, but that has been denied for now. He's just going to actually kill this oil. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, killed his oil. I mean, you've got 2 for yourself. Why take any risks? If the China Vanilla gets this area back, you will take that, no doubt. Palace 48%. Yeah, the longer this game goes, you know, it's getting more and more difficult for the China because he's torn between like where to go or what to do because he's getting attacked on 3 places: the front and the right and the left, and he's 2 oils down. But I suppose he's collecting from the middle now, whereas the GLA is not, so that probably evens things out a bit. This is probably going to go the GLA way, I think. Oh, that gap is vet 2, and it's shredding, actually. He's shredding through those quads. Now got himself a vet 3 and a vet 2 gap. Held that pretty nicely. Quite a lot of quads went down there. Palace is now up, though. Gat's now pushed forward and finished off a low tunnel. That 87% tunnel needs cancelling. But did I just see a battle bus go inside of there? Because that is going to wreck these Gats. Does he have chain guns, actually? Doesn't have chain guns. CC now being built by HSN. He's got 2 flame walls over on the left. Might lose some quads here. But he still takes out the flamer regardless. Tank Hunter is going to go to work on this oil. There's still another one over on the right that he has to deal with as well. Airfield is now the plan of action for HSN. Not sure I totally agree with that. I think he's probably better off just continuing the spam from the war factories. Although maybe he does need to deal with the battle buses. It's going to have to get napalm, though. Now pushing up with the flamers on the left-hand side. To me, though, this should be a cleaner victory for LastDrop if he is even going to win, because I think he's still in the lead here, but he's struggling a little bit. China's getting some momentum back now. And HSN's actually ahead in XP with the China Vanilla. Napalm is in play. Battle Bus is pushing at the front. There's 3 battles going on at the minute. But the China army is getting a bit thin over on the right side. Battle Bus now camping the airfield. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that airfield's dead. I think that might be game. That airfield, a lot of money's gone into that. You spent 2k on the napalm, 1k on the airfield, 1.2k for every MiG. He's just lost the dozer, which is 1k. It's a lot of 1ks in there, all added together, plus the time it'll take to rebuild the airfield and the MiGs. And the GLA, meanwhile, is making markets. He's not collecting on his main, though. That's pretty poor. Only 4 workers on the left. No workers' shoes. Okay, Jean-Michel makes an appearance, snipes the flamer. I mean, Battle Busters now should be able to run around risk-free because there's no MiGs. MiGs is probably the best thing to take out Battle Busters, which is why I think HSM was going for them. But since that first one got camped and ultimately taken down, then yeah. Battle Busters now able to run around and cause havoc. I don't think LastDrop should have given up that oil so easily. Just from a few RPGs and a flamer across here. Carpet bomb now from HSN. Might be good here if he's trying to bait out a pop. Yeah, he was trying to bait out the pop. But LastDrop didn't pop. Maybe he anticipated the carpet, or maybe he was just trying to deal with a flamer just with 1 quad. Yeah, but he loses that area now, so he's lost his oil advantage, and HSN's now collected in the mid. So he's now got economic advantage, the China vanilla. And he's got his MiGs back up. Oh my. This has gone from really good for LastDrop, and he's now slipping. If the MiGs delete that bus as well. Okay, that's bad. That's an expensive loss. 1,000 for the bus. Keeps the RPGs alive, though. Sometimes it bugs out, though. Sometimes you're not able to evac it. It looks like he is, though. Yeah, and the China's now controlling and dictating the game, which is something that shouldn't really be happening. Whoa, flamer coming in from LastDrop. Is he going to step on the mines, or is he not going to risk it this time? Do not risk it. Just do the flamer from here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that is a really nice attack. That is good. And HSN is not able to deal with it. Oh, he's got his MiGs in the air now, but the flamer's already done its work. And he got the cash bounty money for that as well. Flamer on the right. I think that'll eventually get stopped by the palace. There's at least 2 RPGs inside of that palace.
Upgrade
Yeah, 2.
complete.
Yeah, the China collecting everything from the mid here. Mix. Circling around in the middle. I think the refinery still might be worth getting for the China. So his strategy now is flamer and MiGs. So if the battle busters come to deal with the flamers, he will MiG it. And if the quads pop, he will flame wall it and probably MiG it at the same time. Those MiGs need to be doing something on the left. Yeah, that's bad. You shouldn't have used 4 MiGs there. It's 2 per MiG is the rule. Sorry, 2 MiGs per quad is the rule. It's going to step on the mines. Just give them 3 kills here. Artillery coming in. As well as the carpet. Palace is going to get killed. Bus takes heavy damage as well. Battle bus from this left side pops. His buggy's out as well. Yeah, I kind of like the unit mix. Just a couple of buggies to pick off the flamers and then go back inside of the tunnel. And then when the MiGs come, they just pop all your quads. Quite a beefy attack now from the left side of HSN's base. He now needs to recognize what's going on in his base and send all of them flamers forward to flame the whole base down. And hope that he can deal with this back at home. But a nice carpet bomb and a few flame walls here, and that army can be stopped. Meanwhile, you want to hope that the GLA base completely goes down. MiGs come in, take out the battle bus. 1 MiG goes down. LastDrop now going back to base. He has AP ammo quads. He might lose his CC here. It's currently on fire. Quads and buggies. CC is saved. Okay, nice defense. Took a bit of damage, but ultimately had to make the decision to go back and defend his base. Worked out okay. The China's going to start to run out of cash soon. The GLA bounty money and the markets are going to kick in. He has workers' shoes now. There's still one annoying flamer there. What is that? It's a mine drop. Yeah, worker is right there, though. Can just clear all of that. The flamer helping out a little bit, flaming some of the mines. Okay, Buggy's pop. They're so good at taking out the flamer and then just hide back away. By the time the mix can respond, like now, they've already disappeared back inside of the tunnel. So now, yeah, basically just camping out with the markets. You got workers' shoes, so you're getting more money than the China. Maybe overkill on the markets. I don't like to see GLA players spend all of their money so they're getting close to like 0 or less than 1,000 on markets. I like to see them floating a little bit so you can respond. So like, let's say that army all gets carpeted now, so you can remake the army straight away. Like, rather than dropping down that second market, that's probably going to get flamed and cancelled. I don't know if we got the money back from that. It's more important to defend the existing markets rather than to build another one that's just going to weaken your defense, if you see what I mean. Always important to have the defense. But I think that the China's going to run out of steam now. He's got no way to continue, really. He's mined out on his second. He's about to mine out on there. Even though he's had the whole mid for pretty much all of the game, he's going to mine out there eventually too, and he's got no oils. And the bounty money and the workers' shoes and the markets are keeping the GLA very much alive. He's also making the Scud Storm. And I think now the stealth can just overrun the China. I don't think he can continue. He's now level 5. Anthrax Bomb hits the mix. These are GPS scrambled, so it's really hard for the mix to even target that. Yeah, like, it'd be more important, rather than that market that got cancelled, to get junk repair, because it helps you in these engagements so much. Like, your army doesn't have to go back into the tunnel to repair. Like, even now he's got like 3.5k. The junk repair should definitely be queued up. I mean, he's comfortably won this, but against high-level players, the expert-level players, you might need to take it to that next level. But either way, he gets himself one on the board there. 3-1 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. We're on Snowy Drought now, and up in the north we have the orange player with a China tank. This is LastDrop. Down in the south, this is going to be a tricky one. It's the GLA Tox with the red. This is HSN Leb. And yes, I know his name apparently is Hassan, but spelled on my screen HSN. If you want me to call him Hassan, then get rid of the Leb bit and just write Hassan, and then that's what I'll call him. But until that point, he's called HSN Leb. Yeah, Tox v Tank, I guess. What do you prefer? Do you prefer China against Stealth, or do you prefer Tank against Tox? Like, Tank is slightly better than the China. Stronger units, cheaper units, but the Tox is better than the Stealth. Truck Rush fails there. Well, I mean, you've denied the worker at least, and that GAT now can head straight there and deny the worker rebuilding it, but I mean, he could just cancel that tunnel and rebuild it elsewhere. Needs to be careful with that tunnel, by the way, because the GAT, even though it does minimal damage to buildings... Oh, he's got scrap. Oh, he's going to lose his own technical... I don't know, man. I don't know if that's good. I mean, he stops the gap, but you lost your own technical, which, again, your first technical needs to be doing something. Needs to be out killing trucks and harassing. That's how you're going to get the most out of the faction that you're playing. So, that gap is probably going to be stopped. It might be able to engage them RPGs now. Are we going to see another technical wasted here from HSN? Yes, we are. First two technicals are just ridden straight to their death. Again, with these forward aggressive tunnels from HSN. Always got to be wary of that when playing against him. There's going to be a barracks built at the top left. And an airfield from LastDrop. So he's going for ground army and then probably Helix. But the bunker... Sorry, the barracks on the left. Normally you would want the barracks ideally as close to the airfield as possible. Unless he plans to build a bunker there and then he's going to go for MiGs or something like that. Okay, Battlemaster now out, but the RPGs are going to counter it, so he's going to be chased away. Scorpion's going to go in the back and start harassing the trucks. Personally, I would have that army now attacking that tunnel whilst there's this aggression going on the left. Because chances are HSN's not going to be paying attention there. Send in the Flamer first, do the Flame Wall, backed up by the Battlemaster. Even if he pops, though, that Scorpion will then be stuck out. It's that tunnel you need to deal with. And he is dealing with it. That Scorpion at the back has now gone down. A bunker weirdly placed at the back. Okay, one quad pop from HSN. He's definitely scared of a Helix. I think he might have seen this airfield. Because otherwise you just stick with Scorpions. Third supply is now up for both players. Helix now up for LastDrop. So the Helix for tank builds 5 seconds slower and is more expensive than the other Chinas. Okay, that is a very nice combo. Probably something a lot of tank players should be doing against Tox, is making a strong ground army of mainly Battlemasters, Flamers, Gats, maybe the occasional outpost, but then Helixes as well. Because you basically, with the Helixes, you force him to make quads, which are expensive for Tox. 750 each. Is that his last dozer? If that's his last dozer and he loses it, that... Oh no, it's not his last dozer. I was going to say that's extremely poor, but actually he's got 100% HP dozer here. Okay, that dozer does go down. Helix is now descend on this position at the front. Battlemasters, Gats, Helixes are strong, and that was... It started off well, but losing that Helix is now extremely poor. He's also going to lose his Gat on the right. Yeah, he didn't get the money back for it, so... He's lost 2.2k there. 1k for the dozer, and 1200 for the Gat. That Helix shouldn't have gone down, because that first little battle there and chipping away at the first few tunnels was decent. He should have then retreated, regrouped, and then gone in again. But now all of these are going down and HSN's going to catapult ahead in XP. Yeah, it's just quickly falling apart from here for LastDrop. And you know what I think it is? I just literally think it's just a lack of experience of playing against this level of player. That's all I think. And I literally think just with a few more months of just playing continually at HSN's level or players of his level on the 0 ladder and the Russian ladder and Revora and whatever, just playing a little bit at a higher level, I think, just with some tweaks, like that build order and stuff was kind of decent. The Helix and Grand Army combo was kind of decent, but then as soon as it quickly fell apart, as soon as there was multiple things going on multiple sides, it just all fell apart, and then he takes another loss. I think with some tweaks, that would be doable for LastDrop in the future. So 4-1 now for HSN. Okay, jumping into the next one, we've got GLA Tox down in the south for LastDrop with the orange. Up at the top, we have the red player with a China tank. This is HSN. So we are once again going to see a truck rush. Interestingly, place supplies. Truck's going to spawn here and probably head straight to the middle, or probably even just head straight to the left. You can even ignore that tunnel and just go straight down here, because you're going to try and stop the workers. But there is a tunnel immediately being built there by LastDrop. So I think his base is kind of covered from this potential truck rush. Yes, some people will be a little bit more risky and they won't place down that tunnel. They will just put a TNT unit there. And when the truck comes, they'll try and hit it. But this is more safe against like flamers coming later, and that shouldn't have gone down. Nah, shouldn't have gone down. I mean, it was probably dead anyway, because LastDrop had that totally covered. But you should have just gone there and just at least took away that unit. Forced him to use it. Because now he's just going to load it up into a technical. And it's going to cause you more damage later on. That truck was dead anyway. So yeah, this is just a safer play, because it could be a Helix or a Flamer coming next. Safer play. And there is an airfield being dropped down already. I think that's a bit risky, you know. Not checking this area. Oh, that guy's going to get in. Yeah, not checking this area for a tunnel, which is like quite a common position. Here and here is like mega common. So not dropping a bunker or any kind of defense, or even checking that position. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, what's that one doing? That would have been legendary, man. Like, I don't even know how that technical died in the end. And I don't know why that TNT went right before detonating, because you would have took out that. That technical should have survived, and he could have had a super tech. That would have been probably game straight away. So currently, there's no war factory for HSN, because he only went 1 and 3 supplies straight into airfields. So yeah, he's going to lose these trucks now, not moving them out of the way. Okay, 1 tank out for LastDrop. Copying HSN a little bit. In fact, it's very similar, isn't it? Tunnels in exactly the same spots. Scorpion in exactly the same spot. But his first technical definitely achieved more than HSN in the previous. Supply and war factory now cleared completely from that area, and an advantage LastDrop. Yeah. Okay, Gat's now heading right, stopping the expansion of the tunnels. Worker goes down. Gat taking a bit of damage. Push on the left, though. Helix is already taking damage. And once again, the tank is in trouble. That supply is a little bit far back. Truck's being harassed on the left. Helix is going to go round the back and try and pick off probably that 1 quad before retreating. Actually, they're going in, but you've got to be careful against the RPGs. When the RPGs fire, they don't miss. So a very scrappy fight here. A few units for the tank going down. Helix very lucky to survive in my view. Third supply up for LastDrop, as it should be, and oil in play, and he's about to get his refinery. This has been very, very clinical by LastDrop. Apart from letting that first get in and kill some workers, all of the aggression has been very, very nice. But here, little details like that. He was focused on killing that truck when the Helix is about to come in and kill the whole army. Focus on the elixirs, make them weak so they can't come in again until they've repaired or spent ages repairing, because they do repair slow. Like, look with the speaker tower. That takes an absolute age. You have to send it back to the airfield, really, to get back to full health. So instead of finishing off a truck, which he didn't even finish, he should have focused then on the Helixes. Make them super, super low so that your next attack has more chance of success. H10's floating a lot of cash. 4.6k just then. He's just built something else, which is another war factory. A gas straight down the middle. LastDrop's getting everything he needs, but he also does need a bit more map control. Just one tunnel in the middle, or one tunnel in a stinger, something like that to seal it off. But he's spending all of his money. He's dropping a few stingers in his base, doesn't want to take any risk, and I like that. That's a safe play. I think he just scrapped the night that. Okay, we've got 3 trucks on the main, 2 trucks there, 3 trucks here. He's building a Gatling defense here. Not so sure about that. Loads of quads moving in now. There's Battlemasters, only Vet 1. He's not took the Vet 2 Battlemaster. And I understand why, because they do give 200 XP away when they get killed. But also tank does need a beefy army if you're to engage tunnels and RPGs and all that kind of stuff, because they self-heal if they're Vet 2. So it's just, you just got to preserve them, I think. But they will still probably counter these quads. But just not as well as if they were Vet 2. Helixes have moved out to the left, clearing up the aggressive tunnels. So it's basically tank employing the same strategy twice, which is ground army and Helixes. But in this case, he's having a little bit more success under H10's control. Palace being built down in the bottom left for LastDrop. Tunnel gets cleared on the left. A very nice line of defense. On the right, the tank isn't pushing through that anytime soon. I hope as well that that bunker is fully loaded. Only got 1 RPG inside of it, actually. Because if that was fully loaded now, the flamers would be stopped before getting to it. But with only 1 RPG inside of there, that position is probably clearable by the tank. It stops it anyway. I personally think H10 should be pushing that together. The Battlemasters and the Flamers should be together. 5 Helixes now out. But there's plenty of Stingers dotted around, plus loads of quads inside of there. 1 bad engagement now, and I think H10 might just quit. It's, these Helixes are very, very expensive. That's close, man. 1% HP. And there's like a Vet 2 in there as well. But if he gets AP ammo, it basically becomes impossible unless LastDrop starts making some serious mistakes. But H10 definitely giving it a good go. You get all them in a blob with the Horde bonus, might be able to push this position. The quads should get wrecked still by the Battlemasters, even with Vet 1. See, these Battle Masters are now going to lose HP to the artillery platform and then not re-heal because he hasn't got the Vet 2. Ouch, that's going to be that's going to be tough. 2 Gamma buses. Oh man. With no ECMs, that's going to get wrecked. With no MiGs, everything's going to get wrecked. The Helixes are even going to get wrecked to the battle buses. I'll be very surprised if the tank is able to win now. Okay, tank is attempting some kind of a push here. The Helixes are coming in with the MiGs. I say MiGs, there's only 1 or 2 out. They don't have the napalm. But battle busters and quads are just anti-everything, basically. And LastDrop is now double the XP. The Helixes have got subliminal messaging. I don't really know what these MiGs are doing.
Unit lost.
They're expensive as well, like 1,600 each. Helixes are still alive, which is probably his main chance of winning, but there are so many quads and buses. I literally don't think that H10 can stop this now. There's literally nothing that I think H10 can do. He could try to go for a base trade. There's only 1 Stinger there. Maybe he can go down there. But you cannot engage that. Mine Drop might take out a bus. That could help a bit. So far, the Mine Drop's killed nothing except a buggy. Artillery coming in. Weakening it a bit. Helixes are going in for the base trade. Picking off some tunnels. But yeah, you can't lose all this as tank. He has basically nothing behind this. Does he even have a dozer now? No dozer. Yeah, he's done. It's done. Yeah, didn't even get to use them helixes in a major battle. Yeah, GG, well played. LastDrop there extends his wins to 2, but he's still trailing behind. Okay, jumping to the next one. Dryland Desert by Millard9 is the map. Up in the top right, we have the China nuke with the orange player. That is LastDrop. And down in the bottom left, we have the other China nuke. So it's a nuke mirror. So if you're looking in the mirror, it's the same army versus the same army. This is the red player that is HSN Lab. Yeah, a very popular map, this one. Dryland Desert. Never really been my favorite, honestly. Because it's so open. Like, you drop a bunker here and a bunker here, or a tunnel here and a tunnel here, or a fire base or whatever, and there's still various ways in to your base. But I suppose it probably is the right amount of openness and not. But yeah, never been one of my favorite maps, but a lot of people do like it, and it's made it into the World Series. There was a vote on the World Series and which maps should be which maps are people's favorite, and only I think people's favorites made it into the World Series, so obviously people like it. So LastDrop is going for an oil cap, and HSN is going for a helix straight. Battlemaster first. So H10's rushed out Helix as fast as humanly possible. Assuming H10 is a human. And first war factory going up for HSN. Should be a GAD if it just stops inside of the war factory, which it kinda has. Okay. I thought he'd stepped out of the war factory a little bit too soon. But apparently not, and Helix goes straight down. That has to be game over, man. Look, LastDrop's now got 2 oils. And he's just killed a Helix, which is expensive. What's it, like 350 for a tank hunter, of which there's 5 inside of there. And the Helix is like, what? 1650 or something for nuke? Battlemaster runs into some mines as well. I mean, if you just looked at the XP alone without actually looking at the game, you would say quite evenly balanced. But actually, if you take into account a Helix, which is his main unit, has just ran into a gat and gone down, plus LastDrop having the oils, going to probably even get a third and a fourth. This is a potential comeback here for LastDrop. If he's winning the nuke mirror so convincingly in game number 1, if there's a reverse to this, which I think there is, like they'll both play nuke and nuke again, but with the reverse of the spots, then maybe you can equalize it to 4-4. Okay, LastDrop now with loads of units out. Helix is coming in again. Stepping a little bit too far forward there with the Battlemaster. Loses one. HSN is actually amazingly ahead in XP now. Battlemaster finds its way into LastDrop's supply line. Kills one truck. Overlord out for LastDrop. HSN is not on a prop, and he's also only on one truck on the front. Meanwhile, LastDrop's on 2 oils. So even though he's been harassed there, it still would take 2 oil position. That's not his last dozer. But he maybe could have killed that with a Battlemaster. Helix is coming in. But is that going to get trapped now? I think that Helix is pretty committed. Yeah, it's a low Helix anyway. So that Helix is dead. Oh. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, I mean, you only killed 2 trucks and you sacrificed your main unit. It's like in chess, you killed 2 pawns, but you've lost your bishop or your queen or something, which is the Helix. It is not worth it. Battlemaster coming in again. The HSN. He's always finding his way into trucks. Like, he killed 2 with the Helix. He harassed some here. He's harassing here as well. But now with this beast of an army out for LastDrop, I think HSN is taking another loss here. Yeah, like, HSN's got no way of dealing with that big army. He literally has no units inside of his base. He's still got Helixes, though. He's got another... This is the 3rd Helix. And he's going to go and kill some trucks again. Maybe he's trying to get level 3 as fast as possible, but he just keeps running into gats. And, yeah, HSN has suffered a defeat here. So yeah, GG, well played. LastDrop, that was a pretty convincing win there, but should that first Helix have just took the risk for HSN? He just ran straight into War Factory and just lost the licks. Should it have just ran away from that situation? And also, is a better build order to go for 2 oils and then into a Helix, so then you would be on an even foot in the economy-wise. So yeah, GG, well played. That's HSN on 4 and LastDrop on 3. Okay, jumping into the next one. Another China nuke mirror on Duralim Desert. As I said before, down in the bottom left, we have LastDrop with the orange China nuke. And in the top right, we have the red China nuke for HSN Lab. So HSN is changing it up. Once again, he's going for a forward supply here by the looks of things. And LastDrop also changing it up. He's just going for 2 supplies. And then I imagine he's going to go into double War Factory. Because no matter what the opponent does, double War Factory is always a safe-ish bet. You can always just get by. He also went for a fast oil grab in the previous game. So maybe that's to be expected. So both players have gone for the same. However, H10 obviously going for this more forward position. So I think that position might be more vulnerable because those trucks are obviously closer to the opponent. So he might be able to get a few Battle Masters there. Get in and kill some stuff. And also H10 has messed up his supply collection here because he's having to pull them trucks for a second, meanwhile moving the dozer around. So I'm not too convinced that's the most efficient start. There is a $100 UN crate that both players have already got with their dozer. Doesn't make a massive difference, but it is an extra $100 that you would take. Like, LastDrop here, yeah, he should be winning that engagement. He did win the engagement in the end. And he is going to get round and harass some trucks. You see what I mean about it's easier here to harass these trucks? So this is advantage for LastDrop, certainly. 100% this is advantage. Because he's killing trucks here. He's killed 2 trucks. He's killed 2 trucks, and they weren't even collecting for the first part of the game. So this is everything you need to gear yourself up to force a decider. And both players got to be feeling the pressure here, actually. Because HSN doesn't want it to go to a decider. I have no doubt about that. And LastDrop needs to win every game to stay in. Because it's first to 5. It's best of 9. And both of them are going to explode. H10 finding his way into the trucks. H10's expanded to a 3rd quite quickly, whereas LastDrop has upgraded to a propaganda center and then built a barracks. H10 also expanding to a 4th, and then moving into helixes. Yeah, I mean, map control-wise, now everything's geared up for HSN, but don't really know how he's found himself in that position, given that those trucks got killed. But yeah, it's because LastDrop is actually focused on getting the prop out. Yeah, I would really like to see that Lotus out very, very soon. Probably should be already out. Maybe even prioritized over getting the first Overlord out, but... Now this front position of H10 is taking heavy, heavy damage, but there's going to be a Helix soon to counter this. There's no ECM, no gap with it. H10 is counter-attacking down the left, just to harass him with a Battlemaster. This ECM is chasing a Battlemaster. He's going to disable it with a Lotus. But this is all delaying him. That Lotus should have already been out, and now he's having to disable a Battlemaster. He has killed the front, though, and he's working his way towards level 3. LastDrop doesn't seem on that much cash. Like, this trucks need to be back. He has expanded to a 3rd. War Factory now gets cleared, but here's the Helix from HSN. And that is going to make your heart skip a beat there. Because that was looking very, very good, and now you've just lost 2 decent units. There's a Vet 2 Battlemaster there, and now you've just lost your Overlord, and now you're going to have to panic getting anti-air out, of which you've got none. And now that front area is getting cleared. Lotus finally gets an oil down in the bottom right. But those Helixes are going to be controlling the game. As soon as you move out somewhere with the GATs and ECM, those Helixes are going to be going around the back. They're going to be picking off those. It's going to be picking off trucks. So... yeah, H10 is also level 3. Both players level 3. Both players getting the CC. LastDrop going to get an oil in the middle now. A big part of what it came down to, actually, was just putting tank hunters inside of these buildings. Because that just covers such an area. It gives you a big vision. And then he gave him the confidence to actually expand to this supply here. He's got 3 Helixes out now. Just going to try to kill this oil in the middle. Oil gets picked off. Another oil going to get picked off. Why isn't he moving out? There's too slow of a reaction, that. If he'd have moved, as soon as them helixes moved here, he could have moved right, moved to there, or like there, and kind of trapped the helixes in the corner and just made a few more gats back in the base, and those helixes could have been trapped. But instead, he's lost both oils now. Artillery comes in, carpet comes in. Was that carpet and artillery in one spot? Don't know entirely, but it could be in different spots. Yeah, H10 picks off this supply once again. He's got a tech advantage, so he's got Overlord ECM. LastDrop this. Splitting up his army here is a good thing, because this is strong. Those Battle Masters, even though there's 4 of them, should still get wrecked by that Overlord. Needs to get that supply back ASAP. Those are just sat there. Lotus gets himself another oil. It's still winnable for either player, but there's just little things, man. Like, what has he spent his money on that should have built a supply? You can't just be on one supply like this. Too many GATs and ECMs in one location. Couple there, and the rest move forward somewhere. But it's just it's the nerves, and well, not only how important this game is, but also them helixes flying around. If they make it through the anti-air and suddenly get in and start wrecking all of this stuff, yeah, it's a bit of a panic. But definitely these armies need to stay apart. There's a lot of Battle Masters now here for HSN. Should he not be making a prop? He is making a prop now. There's a nice mine drop here. Might be able to take out... Ooh. It wasn't a mine drop. It was actually mines on the building. Helix is thinking about coming in there. This is still winnable for either player. Where's that Lotus? She's just chilling, doing nothing. Go in the back, capture the CC. He's still not got his second supply back, LastDrop, even though he has got his technical third, so he is on 2 supplies. Yeah, okay, moving back. He doesn't want to lose his anti-air. LastDrop floating 3.6k. He still has that oil. He's waiting to get this oil, but there's no point just standing there doing nothing. Go in the back and be a nuisance. Capture these 2 things. Steal some cash. Okay, Lotus is hiding behind the rock. That's actually pretty smart. Whilst getting the oil. But now he's giving away the Lotus, so he's not going to probably be able to capture anything. Here comes a carpet, though, and that's going to be legendary. He's going to finish off the GATs. All of the GATs have been killed by the carpet. There's a Gatling cannon forward near the lake for LastDrop. Helixes are going to try to move in before deciding that's a bad idea. Too many GATs in one location again. 1 GAT, 1 ECM dotted around on the side or something. Don't need all of that in one spot, I don't think. Although, to be fair, there are a few helixes now. HSN's very good at expanding. And very good with the helixes. But he's also losing every time this big army moves in. But this is why you need 1 or 2 GATs and ECM back here. That supply getting picked off again. He's still not got his second. Even though there's only like what, 4k probably there? It's still worth getting. It's 4k you need. Whoa! Helixes. 1 helix goes down. This is absolutely an insane game. The best set in the World Series so far, regardless who's going to win this. HSN's base is going down. Helix is moving out. Carpet bomb comes in for LastDrop. HSN's now got overlords out, but they're all getting disabled. There's only 3 Gats here now. Still need to be careful because there's still 3 Helixes out. Also, I'm not sure when that carpet's going to come off cooldown. It was recently used here. You still got to be careful. Mine drop. That's bad because it's on top of 2 of the Gats. Artillery now as well. Artillery's going to be on there and it's going to wipe out the army. He's not paying attention. He's not even got radar. Oh my god. Oh! I think that's game then, is it? Is that game? It's just ECMs remaining. I can't believe he just got artillery. Why hasn't he got radar? Okay, artillery finishes the CC, which is great, but he's got another dozer. This supply has been harassed and killed so many times, it's unreal. That dozer's now in danger. LastDrop is going for it. HSN is not level 5, so no EMP, because the EMP is something I'll be thinking about. Actually, he doesn't have a CC, does he? Okay, those are getting picked off. Oh my god, this game is absolutely insane. Battlemaster stopped. HSN's expanded on the left. He's still got Helixes, still got War Factory, still got an airfield. He's got a Lotus. The Gats are chasing these Helixes. Helixes are moving in on the left-hand side. Guy gets picked off. Tank Hunters getting picked off. 1 Helix goes down, though, to the Tank Hunters. Overlord goes down. ECM getting picked off. The Gats and the ECM for LastDrop moving back. Helix moving into the base now. This is the most insane set I've seen in ages. Trucks get picked off, but the Licks should have evac back here. Helix is going down. Right, there is a Lotus here, which is very, very important because he can hunt LastDrop in just 1 click. Literally just move in and capture CC and he's hunted because he doesn't have... ooh. Okay, that's impressive. He had the balls there as well to get the last Overlord out before the sell. Okay, Carpet Bomb coming in. That means there's CC back in play for HSN. He hits his own Overlord, but it just moves him out of the way. Oh my god. Carpet Bomb coming in after the Overlords. Can that Overlord survive a second Carpet Bomb? I don't think so. No, it goes down. 1 Overlord has escaped. Oh my god. He's capturing the War Factory with the Lotus. Okay, that's great. Needs to immediately start capturing something else, though. Not only one of the most amazing sets in the World Series ever, but also just one of the most epic and entertaining nuke mirrors ever. HSN still has a CC, still has a dozer. So does LastDrop. LastDrop's still collecting here quite amazingly, despite how many times it's been shut down. Gat here stopping HSN from collecting, but this supply's been collecting for absolutely ages. Weird place supply here, but he's still collecting. I think... yeah, it might come down to the money situation, because has HSN got the means to stop that? There's a Gat coming in. That Overlord and Gat can shut down them trucks. There's 2 ECMs out. But can they disable that in time before dying themselves? Okay, Overlord Gat moving back, takes out a Gat there of LastDrop. The map control is all with HSN, isn't it? You can see basically everything. LastDrop doesn't have that much control, although he is trying to get this oil back. He keeps going behind that little hill thing, which I like. Mine drop here. Lotus steals the oil. Lotus making a run for it. But Outpost is chasing. Yeah, maybe HSN didn't know that there was no dozer out, but he could have got the CC. But, I mean, it's still good. He's forced to sail over War Factory. Ooh, another War Factory being built now. Bit questionable. When you're so low money, Do you really want to build another war factory? Because there's less than 4k there, 3.5-ish. Okay, mine drop. He's almost level 5. He just needs one more kill. Last drop, and he will have EMP. Artillery from HSN. Hits between the buildings, kills the supply, almost the war factory. Dozer immediately goes into repair. Supply gets hit at the front once again. Supply's gone down. Is that going to be rebuilt at any point? Yeah, Last Drop is losing control. He's either cash hacking or stealing a supply. He's cash hacking, actually. Lotus captures that oil back. HSN is seeing what's going on, though. 1,000 cash goes to Last Drop. Last Drop is now level 5. Carpet Bomb comes in. Is he going to kill it? Artillery kills the oil. Supply killed by the carpet. Lotus has been chased away from that position on the right. Lotus versus Lotus in the middle. They both reveal each other. That should be EMP. There's a massive army now for Last Drop moving out. This is probably the last big attack. The ECMs need to both get on the Overlords ASAP. Suicide's the Battle Masters. The ECMs are trying to lock down just one Overlord before making a run for it. Now, you needed to fully commit to that, and the ECMs needed to lock on them Overlords ASAP. You can't half-heartedly commit to it and then back off. Sadly. Because now he's just lost most of his army for no reason. And that was probably his last big attack because he's very low cash. He's already selling that war factory. What did it even gain, really, from placing that down when he did? But this is where the experience comes in. The championship level minutes. And HSN is taking Last Drop out here, it looks like, in round number 1. But this has been an absolutely epic set. There's nothing he can do now against them Overlords. The chance was before. Okay, he's going to go for it again. Oh, he's got the Lotus here now. Okay, the Overlords get disabled. There's the Helix coming in, but against all them gats, you don't want to do that. Lotus is going to disable the Overlord once again. And the gats are very, very slowly but surely going to take out the Overlords. He gets a Vet 2 gat from killing the Overlord. But here comes a mine drop from HSN. That's going to be juicy because it is on top of all the gats. Okay, here. Overlord needs to get disabled again. I think he's scared of these Lixers coming in around the back. I can't even believe this game is still going. What even is this game? Is this the game that keeps on giving? Holy moly. You can sense the pressure. Like a big tournament like the World Series, you can... The thoughts and the feelings going through both players' mind at this point. I mean, HSN, I think, is feeling probably pretty happy and comfortable with this. What an epic fight. But Last Drop, you know, those feelings of doom are coming into his mind now that he's going to be eliminated here. Because even if he builds a Dozer at this point, he doesn't have enough cash then to place a supply. Oh, actually, he does. Yeah, he does if he sells the War Factory. But you see that 4K, the difference it could have made, just pressing X on the army that got artilleried and mine dropped, by the way. Mine drop shouldn't have even have that much success. Just little tiny details. If you pressed like a few keys, the difference that this would have had on the game. If he'd got that supply and pressed X before the mine drop and the artillery hit, he probably would have won. Look how close it is. Just with those few simple mouse clicks. He probably would have won, but now... I mean, are we counting him out too soon? He could technically still win. Just run into some mines there. But against Overlord ECM, with only 2 ECMs yourself, it's kind of difficult. And there's 3 Helixes still running around. And HSN has more map vision. He's still collecting on his main. He has a... Yeah, he has some decently placed mines. He just has better map awareness because he's had these towers for a while. Even though those 2 on the right have cleared now. What an insane game, man. Artillery coming in. That's going to be on the last war factory. Like, you hear artillery now. There's only 2 targets it's going to be on. Either that or that. Stealthy war factory. It's obvious to me it's going to hit the war factory. Power and the war factory. It was level 3. I think he's just cash hacked. I saw 500 appear there. But that's it. He's going to get eliminated. Oh, man. Oh, my God. You can sense the frustration. Like he just got eliminated. He probably wasn't even able to say GG. What an insane set. One of the best sets in the World Series I've seen in a while. There's a few contenders. I think like Boyka Vivid from a few years ago. And like Fargo Size, maybe from last year. And then this one. There's like someone needs to make a list of the best contenders, because that's one of the best. That's definitely the best round 1 we're probably going to see in the tournament. Haysen gets by, but he scrapes by. He really struggled there, in my opinion. And if he struggled there against LastDrop, like, no offense to LastDrop, but how is he going to perform then against the expert players like Marikov, Vivid, I think, are on his side? How is he going to perform? I personally think he's really going to struggle and probably get eliminated by those such players. But that was absolutely epic. Well played from both players. Well fought. I don't even know how long the set was. I've lost all track of time. Really epic. GG, and I'll see you in the next one.